In 2008, this image became a popular meme on the internet. The Singaporean identity card of a fella named Batman bin Suparman. This is obviously one of the greatest names of all time, perhaps even better than Bum Farto. The debate between Batman and Superman and which one is better has raged on for a long time. DC even made a crappy movie about it, as DC is prone to do. But this guy clearly has no time for that debate. Batman, Superman, why not both? The question then became, is this real? Was the image digitally altered, or did someone with access to an identity card printer just have some fun? Is there truly a fella in Singapore with the name Batman bin Suparman? The world would never know. For about 5 years. In 2013, Batman bin Suparman's secret identity was revealed. His real name was Batman bin Suparman. The 23-year-old Superman lived up to his moniker as the Man of Steel by stealing his brother's credit card and withdrawing hundreds of dollars from an ATM. The following month, he broke into an office and robbed another couple $100, which is when his short-lived crime spree came to an end, as he had been caught on CCTV. After his arrest, a urine test revealed the unemployed Batman was on heroin. Jesus, he looks so innocent in his picture. For his crimes, Batman was sentenced to 2 years and 9 months in prison. Worse still, word of his conviction was picked up by international news media, who had a field day with the idea that Batman bin Suparman had fallen foul of the law, and the details of his crime and punishment were quickly spread all over the world. So what kind of name is Batman bin Suparman? Well, according to his identity card, which lists his race as Javanese, it's likely his family originates from the Indonesian island of Java. So while his name may sound funny to us high-horsed Westerners, it's not exactly the same in Javanese. The correct pronunciation of his name would be closer to Batman bin Suparman, which I'm sure is still incorrect, but it's probably the closest an Irishman is ever going to get. Believe it or not, my Javanese is not that fluent. My apologies. Suparman is actually a pretty common name in Indonesia. Just a few months after Batman's conviction, there was another Suparman in the news. Jaja Suparman, a prominent Indonesian military commander who was convicted for embezzlement in 2013. In fact, Batman's own father was most likely a Suparman, as the bin in his name is an Arabic patronymic marker occasionally used by Indonesian Muslims, which means son of. So he is literally Batman, son of Superman. The name Batman is not so common, which has led to speculation that his parents were humorously minded comic book fans who lacked the foresight to predict his name would bring him embarrassment on a global scale when his crimes became a worldwide sensation. You can really only imagine what that felt like, so it's perhaps unsurprising that upon his release, Batman bin Suparman went on the straight and narrow and kept a low profile. Or at least he tried. In 2019, the 29-year-old Batman was working as a delivery driver for a takeaway service. In a group chat among some drivers, Batman had an argument with 40-year-old Enggano over a new scheme the company was implementing for its riders. Eng said that anyone who didn't sign up for the scheme was stupid, which Batman took offense to. After a war of words in the chat, Eng challenged Batman to meet him to settle the matter face to face. Now obviously, Eng knew that a showdown with Batman, son of Superman, was no trifle. He asked his manager if he could borrow his penknife to fix his e-scooter, and kept the knife in his pocket as he went outside the company's office to meet with Batman. As Batman arrived, Eng decided not to mince words, and instead attacked him with a motorcycle helmet. As he pummeled Batman to the ground, however, the penknife fell from his pocket. He picked it up and started slashing Batman about the face, at which point some other delivery drivers managed to separate the two. They were both promptly fired for the incident. Eng was arrested, and at trial his case did not look like it would have a promising end for him. He had attacked Batman unprovoked, who had to be treated in hospital for cuts to his face, which the prosecutor claimed may leave him permanently scarred. Eng already had a criminal history, including a similar incident of violence. He pled guilty to voluntarily causing hurt using a weapon. The judge sentenced him to a whooping. 6 strokes of the cane. That'll learn him. He also received 2 years imprisonment. It's unknown how Batman bin Suparman healed from his injuries, as he once again returned to keeping a low profile. Who can blame him? He's famous for being called Batman, son of Superman, and the public only knows him for stealing, doing drugs, and getting his ass kicked by middle-aged delivery driver. Has anyone in human history failed so spectacularly at living up to their name? You almost feel sorry for the guy. I mean, I hope he's doing well. You know, if he ever has kids, he's just gonna name them John Smith, or whatever the Singaporean equivalent to that is. Because there's no way, after everything he's been through, that he's gonna call his kids something like Spider-Man bin Batman. Although, if you think about it, maybe it's not a bad idea. Because then anything noteworthy his child did would be guaranteed to make international news. He could say, "Son, if you ever break the law, the headlines around the world will read, 'Spider-Man, son of Batman, continues his father's criminal legacy,' and you'll be globally humiliated, as I was. But you can use the same newsworthiness to your advantage and become a famous artist, or God forbid, a YouTuber." Anyways, if you liked this YouTuber's video, then why not watch one of my many others, like the tale of the similarly unfortunately named Bum Farto. You can subscribe to see my videos as I release them into the future, and you can join the channel membership to support my work monetarily, and receive a few perks. Until next time, stay safe.
A young man who shares his name with a superhero or two has ironically ended up at the wrong end of the law himself. Batman Suparman was jailed 2 years and 9 months for theft, housebreaking and taking drugs. Batman stole his elder brother's ATM card and withdrew a total of $850. He also broke into